Hey Sagittarius, and welcome to my channel, The Flourishing Mystic. I'm here with your next 3-month ahead reading. Let's see what's coming your way. Let's see what's coming up along your next 3 months ahead, your next 3 months journey. January through to March. Let's tune in. What is coming up for the beautiful sign of Sagittarius, beloved spirit? As we speak, I have the beautiful sunshine coming through this room. I love when I can see the sky, the blue sky. Okay. As I said that, we had the mountains card. It's like seeing our way through the tunnel, through an obstacle, coming out the other side. I can see you winning a battle here over this next 3 months, Sagittarius. Okay, January through to March. Let's get some clear messages. Skull endings. Okay, wow. In the month of January. So this is making way for new beginnings, for new growth, for new prosperity, new ideas. We have feather messages coming up in the month of February. And you have mirror reflection, March. Bottom of the deck, recycle, recover is your underlying theme. A lot of the signs, I won't lie, have been getting this skull endings card, which is telling me that a lot of you are sharing this experience. A lot of us, rather, are sharing this experience of cycles ending and making way for something new to come in, making way for new opportunities that are in alignment with our soul's growth and evolution here. We have this energy coming in strong in January. You have messages coming in for the month of February. As you are going through your journey and growing through it, you're going to see signs and symbols from the universe. I saw this beautiful quote from You Are Creators. They posted something in the community section and it said, God spoke today in flowers, and I, who was waiting on words, almost missed the conversation. So February is all about seeing the signs all around you and knowing that those are coming in the form of answered prayers. Okay. March, we have mirror and reflection. So one thing about the universe is it's always a reflection of who we are. So when we come out with this positive, bright energy into the world, not only can it uplift our environment, it can transform it. Okay, you bring the energy to scenarios, to situations, and you can see that energy will be reciprocated and returned back to you if it is authentic and if it is real. Okay. We're going to get more on that. We also have the underlying theme being recycle, recover, 21. I'm going to flow and open up this reading effortlessly for you, Sagittarius. Okay, one thing to keep in mind, I can't control the messages that come through. So if a message that comes through today isn't for you, just leave it behind, okay? Let's go ahead and look at January 2024 for the sign of Sagittarius. We got Queen of Cups with the skull endings card. So there's sort of a sweet surrender here. Okay, a sweet surrender of what no longer is, what's not meant to be, what is no longer in your life, letting it go, releasing it, forgiving it, moving on, moving forward with your time and your energy and space. You're making space for newer opportunities, new growth, new potential. Ultimately, I feel like a lot of you want to connect with your ultimate life purpose, what you're meant to do, what you're meant to give to. But for now, it starts with this sweet surrender, this release. And yeah, it can be bittersweet at times, of course, especially if we have to let go of something we really wanted to stay. Okay, something we really wanted to be a part of our lives forever. It sucks. It's heavy. It's difficult sometimes, but it is worth it with this Queen of Cups card. As you let go, as you release authentically, not holding on, you are in preparation, okay? As you can see her palms up, preparation to receive so much more, okay? So much more. Let's look at February to get some more energies flowing here. February for Sagittarius. Ten of Swords. I just paused there because it was like, wow, this is getting pretty profound. You have the Sun card at the bottom of this pull, which tells me you are just completing this cycle for good. Ten of Swords is when you've reached your wit's end with something, or when the universe ends something for you. So this sort of theme of endings carries into the month of February, and it's very symbolic, it's very real, it's very raw, but it's getting you to where you need to be in life, okay? Some of you were in dead-end careers, dead-end relationships, dead-end situationships, okay? And I know we have the Recycle Recover card, but bear with me. There is a major cycle ending. Now, I sense that you're going to be seeing a lot of birds or bird activity. I know that's not uncommon, but it could be the type of bird, or it could be their kind of activity, how they're behaving, that really stands out as a message. There could also be a bird feather. Okay, and you want to pay attention to how you were feeling in that moment, or if you have been asking for a sign or guidance on something, on some issue, whether you're meant to leave it or go forward with something. You want to pay attention to what you were thinking lately when you see this. It's sort of like a bird message or a feather that you see at that time. It could be that you were on a walk and you were contemplating a decision, what you're meant to do in this scenario, and then you get a sign. You see the feather or the bird that stands out. Okay, there's going to be an answer there, so sort of pay attention. Also, don't fret any endings. Okay, don't fret any endings. Like I said, sometimes we have to prune and cut back on certain energies that are not meant to be there, stuff that's holding us back, dead-end jobs, dead-end relationships, dead-end situations that are not taking us anywhere. Sometimes the universe will cut out those situations for us if we haven't made the decision on our own behalf. That's the universe looking out for you. That's the universe looking out for you. So I see some Sagittarians being actually very grateful, being very grateful for this change or this ending, because they knew it was bound to happen, or you knew at some point this was going to happen. So it's like ripping the band-aid off so we can now heal, so we can now move forward, move ahead, change the vibration, clear our minds away from what may have been distracting us, holding us back, making things unclear, okay? And overall unsuitable for the energy of Sagittarius, okay? Moving on to March. Moving on to March, let's take a look here. Strength. Maybe you start to see yourself as a survivor, or you go beyond that. You start to see yourself as someone who thrives. There could be a shift in subconscious programming here. I see a real shift in how you view yourself and how you view your life coming through. They're saying read the guidebook. Read the guidebook on this mirror card. There's a message here for somebody. It says, who are you? You may be asking yourself this question since this card holds an energy of depth and discovery. A mirror, a still puddle, a disco ball. These surfaces all reflect exactly what is put in front of them. And this card is encouraging you to do the same. Take a few moments for yourself and tap into your intuition, thoughts, and emotions. Day-to-day responsibilities can often distract from taking the time to go within, so make the time. This card signals contemplation and the type of productive reflection that brings epiphanies. You are developing a deeper understanding and acceptance of yourself, which is an amazing thing. This can manifest as taking time out for self-care, meditating more often, or writing in a journal. Give yourself grace as you reflect on your life and how far you've come. Just be careful not to fall so in love with your own reflection that you stop seeing the beauty in the world around you and the signs and symbols they're calling out to you and guiding you. Additional meanings. Time alone brings clarity. Develop a self-care routine. Deepen your connection with others. Focus your attention on yourself and your needs. Okay. Very interesting, as the strength card is associated with the sign of Leo, which is associated with the self. Something here about the self, you're unfolding, you're blossoming. Maybe you're rediscovering yourself after being in a lengthy relationship, like I said, that maybe was stagnating your soul's growth or putting you in a situation that you didn't deserve to be in. Okay, someone may be holding you back. Maybe you are with somebody abusive, someone who just is not meant to be a part of your future. There's got to be some sort of acceptance there. I feel like what I was trying to get at with the month of March, there's a rediscovering of you. And I'm seeing this beautiful flower blossom. I love keeping real flowers in the home, like hibiscus plants, and to see it go from like a bud to this beautiful, gorgeous flower is what I see for you in the month of March. This budding and this blossoming. Maybe you're getting to know yourself after being tied to an identity that doesn't exist for you anymore, doesn't resonate with you. Maybe you were in a job for 30 plus years. You could have been fired one day or decided to quit. Something doesn't resonate there, and now you're rediscovering yourself, your talents, your purpose, your mission. This is not always an easy process. This is like the archetype of the giving mother who spent, let's say 20 years caring for her children and having maybe nothing outside of that experience. To then, oh wow, the number 20 is there. After 20 years needing to find a new purpose at that point, there's like a renewal. It's like renewing vows with our highest self and the divine. It's a call. It's like, universe or God, what am I meant to do now? After serving here for so long, maybe you served your boss or a community for so long, and now there's been a change. There's been an ending. Maybe a parting of ways. Maybe you served as a loving wife or husband for so many years and there's been a shift or a change there. You are allowed to now renew your life purpose or your mission, or get to know yourself at this stage in your life. You could be older now, have more wisdom, have more knowledge, have more even more self-awareness, but yet there still has to, it's like you have to dig a little deeper, get to the heart, get to the source of who you are now. Things have changed. So I see you getting to know yourself on a deep, intimate level here with that beautiful Strength card. I hope this is making sense for you, Sagittarius. It's like, who am I now? What am I meant to do? How am I meant to serve moving forward? There's a very serving energy. The people who I'm connected to here are very loyal to a divine mission or a purpose, and you've been loyal for so long, but there's been a shift. And now you're rediscovering what to do and how to do it moving forward, and you will get the answers. You will get the answers during this 3-month cycle. So be patient with yourself, be patient with the universe. I know times of change aren't easy, especially when maybe we'd rather it not change. Others of you have been craving, like deep down your soul has been craving change, and it's here for you. So that's another blessing. All right, let's continue. January through to March 2024 for the beautiful sign of Sagittarius. I love when readings go really deep. Solitude in the month of January. So maybe some of you came here expecting a very loud and busy reading, and you're getting what you least expected, or maybe what you least wanted to hear. But it feels like January is a very reclusive month. This could be the time where this ending occurred, and you're forced to go alone at something, or you're forced to start a new path or a new journey, look for a new job, put out resumes, put out your feelers. It's like you have to go alone at something. No one can really help you with this thing but you. You will be searching for the answers this month, and by searching, I mean surrendering. Surrendering to when the answers will come. You have a lot of prayers. You've been meditating about a lot of themes in your life, and you are open to divine solutions and miracles from the universe. You're not forcing it. That's the beautiful part about Sagittarius, especially when you're high vibing. You're not forcing answers. You're allowing them to come to you and flow to you when you're ready to receive them and ready to hear them. So there's something, you got to go alone at. And you're willing. You're willing to do this. Maybe you're going within, and it's the inner journey and connecting to your spirituality. Maybe for the first time in years. Maybe you're taking the road less traveled at this time. Searching for deeper meaning, deeper fulfillment. Things that go beyond the surface. You want to go a little deeper to find more. You could have had an existential crisis. No longer, something no longer fulfilled you, which is prompting this change and this growth and this evolution and this new cycle, because after an ending begins something new starts. This energy trickles into February. As you can see, 10 of Swords, you're looking to a new horizon now, and you're looking for signs, right? There's this continuing of being open and available to what signs come your way. We can't force timing on the universe. We can only surrender. We can put it out there like, by March, I'd like to have some things figured out, God. But we have to surrender, even our timing, and just be open to what naturally flows what's naturally meant to be. We do our part. We do the best we can. We show up fully every day, but we surrender to our ego's desires. We surrender that. You're going to be receiving a lot of divine messages the month of February. What a beautiful sacred time for Sagittarius to see things clearly and clearer than you have in a long time. So, courage. Yeah. This cycle takes courage. You have the Strength card. It's not necessarily easy. A lot of people think my readings might be positive, but I don't necessarily sugarcoat anything. It takes a lot of courage to show up on this new path, especially if you're, exploring territory you've never been on, especially if you're making a huge career change, relationship change, if you've had to undergo any kind of ending, even a loss of a loved one. It's going to take courage. But it's like after the storm, after the chaos comes clarity, blue skies, sometimes, a gorgeous sunset. And that's like, it's almost like that's what makes it all worth it. It's the beauty afterwards, after the fact, after the mess, the chaos, the disappointments, the failures. It's the lessons we learn. March, you have embracing. Notice how this card talked about a body of water, like the reflection in the water, and I'm seeing that here. And I'm seeing the reflection point. They're giving me as above, so below. So I don't know why they said look to the bottom of the deck. You have the happiness card. There's something to do with the ocean and the reflection. You got a lot of full moon energy. But yeah, let me get back here. We have this reflection. Give me more on this. Why is this showing up? I feel like there's a taking of accountability and responsibility for your life, all it's been up until now. And this actually helps you to forge ahead. This helps you forge ahead. There's like in acceptance, in embracing all that is, all that has transpired up until now, everything that was in your control, everything that was out of your control, in embracing all of that, letting it be. It feels like it opens you to new horizons somehow. But they also keep emphasizing this thing about the mirror. This thing about your energy kind of dictates your future. Like, this is manifestation energy. And they're saying, tell Sagittarius they're manifesting all the time. Sagittarius, you are manifesting all the time, for better or for worse. So this could be a time of shifting your thoughts, shifting maybe even the subconscious, right? Because we're going below the surface here of whatever this body of water is, going to the subconscious, reprogramming that part of ourselves to be whatever you want it to be moving forward. Okay, there's a shift of identity or reprogramming of your subconscious belief that actually even reprogram your cells. I see cell regeneration coming through. You may want to read The Biology of Belief by Bruce Lipton. There could be some powerful insights and awarenesses that come up in that book for you. They don't want to give me more except reminding you of the notion of manifesting and how, despite what you've been through, the future can still be bright, but you're going to have to shift your outlook in some cases. If you see things as not working out for you, they're simply not going to work out for you. I know from experience. I've had experiences of being more cognizant of my energy and what I'm putting out there. I've went through periods of not complaining, of not putting negative energy out there. And those were some of the most beautiful times of my life. I've had periods after the fact where I was more often than not complaining, and then I started seeing more negative experiences showing up. This stuff is real. This stuff really is real, and it doesn't take very long to shift. So if you've been on a negative streak, you can shift that very easily, and you're going to start to see instant signs from the universe. In some cases, if you start to adopt like an abundant mindset, you're going to start to see abundance around you. You may come across a $5 bill. That happened to me when I shifted my mindset to a more abundant mindset. When just before that, I was operating from lack. I started seeing coins, and I started seeing dollar bills, $5, $20 show up randomly on the street, no one around. So you're going to start to see that your shift in mindset, no matter what area of life this is pertaining to, love, romance, career, life outlook, general life outlook, spirituality, your connection to the divine, to God, when it starts to shift and be more gracious, shift and be more abundant, shift and be more loving, shift and be more forgiving, your world shifts as well. It turns around. It turns around. It changes. It changes in your favor. Let's get a divine door message. These have been really beautiful, poetic, and on point. Divine door. Wow. You got destiny. One door closes, another opens for you. Let the plans of destiny unravel true. Surrendering to destiny. That's all we can do at times, especially in times of confusion or loss, endings, bereavement. All we can do is just surrender. Put our hands up and say, what next? Show me my way forward. Make it clear for me. Make it crystal clear. Make it clear to me in a way I can understand it. Let's look at love. I did love for all the signs, so there may be some love messages coming through for you. January through to February. Let's see. Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectation. You got finances and career. Financial issues are a factor. And trust. This situation is calling for you to have faith. Those are the main energies coming through. Keep an open mind. This could be a time in your love life where you're just saying, okay, maybe my usual type is not working out for me, especially if you're single and have had failed relationships. Maybe you're re-examining your usual type and saying, maybe I gotta shift what my type is. Maybe I gotta attract better now moving forward. If you've always been attracted to a type that was maybe aloof or distant or somehow was non-committal in a way, your usual type is about to change and it's going to be attracted to more loving, loyal, committed partners. Hopefully you get the gist here. Keeping an open mind to maybe something beyond what you thought was possible for you in love. Okay? Another theme coming up is finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. For some Sagittarians here, love is not even on the radar, right? I'm going to pick up on different scenarios, of course. You're not all going through the same experience. For some, you're more focused on what lies ahead in career. Love has maybe taken a back seat, okay? But I don't feel like you're necessarily close to it. I feel like it's just not a priority. You're not searching for it. You may not even notice it or see it right now. Some of you are also in committed relationships right now, so it's not even on the radar. Like I said, you're not even worried or concerned. Some of you are more concerned with this shift in your career or your life purpose. Something's changed there. Let me get another theme. We have trust. This situation is calling for you to have faith. For some Sagittarians, I see a commitment on the horizon. It takes two to make this work, to make this happen. So you'll know if this is right, if this is a person who's a mirror to you. If they're a mirror to you and they're committing to you and you're committing to them, that's balance and harmony. Okay, that's the coming together of this infinity sign. This mirror, there's a reflection. If Sagittarius, for some reason, you find yourself in a non-committal situation at some point here, it's telling you a part of you is not really even committed to the person yourself as much as you think you are. Okay, there's that energy coming through. So like reevaluating that. If a situation's not working out, like if something is unclear in love, a part of you is not really in it yourself. But now they're giving me a very optimistic message with this trust card. This could have to do with the surrendering energy. It may take courage, it may take bravery for some of you, but this is a time of embracing. Okay, new possibilities, especially in love. Okay, if you've been closed-minded to something, there could be something coming in for you to embrace wholly. And this could be coming in as the sign of a person. Okay, are you willing to let them in is the question. The answer will be up to you. You have to see if it fits right and if it's healthy for you and worthy of your embrace and worthy of your trust. That's where the strength card comes in for you to use and tap into your wise intuition. You're a seasoned being. You're a seasoned person when it comes to love. So you can spot the red flags. If there's red flags, you know what to do. You don't give it time and energy. But I feel like you're seasoned enough to know the difference as well and not projecting onto any new person what an old person may have done to you or not done in a relationship. You have the wisdom to know the difference here. So that's beautiful. Let's get into your underlying theme. It says, when materials such as boxes or plastic are placed in a recycling bin, it is with the intention that they will be converted into something else, just as useful as the original product. Think about your ability to bounce back in a very similar way. This card is an indication that things are coming full circle. This is a period of restoration and recovery. If you have experienced hardships or setbacks, you will be renewed and made whole again. Don't get caught up in how this should look or present itself, because it may surprise you. Opportunities to recoup any losses, heal from past hurts, renewal. Profound. When I see a sign going through changes and endings as deep as this one, I like to pull an angel message. So I hope you're open. What's the message you have for Sagittarius? The loving guidance, the gentle wisdom for Sagittarius at this time. Teresa, time out. You've been so busy taking care of everyone else's needs, but now it's time to stop and care for yourself. Take care of yourself. Wow. Some of you have spent so much of your life nurturing maybe a partner or your career or something. There's been this shift or there's been this ending. And now you have to rediscover yourself. Take care of yourself. You realize how nothing is truly permanent. So taking care of yourself today, not putting it off in some unforeseeable future. Because you deserve it. You come to this realization during this 3 months that you deserve it. Dear one, you've been working very hard. You're very tired now, yet you keep pushing yourself to work more, and more. I'm here to firmly and lovingly take your hand and tell you to stop. Cease working for a moment and take a respite. You have certainly earned it, and you will be more efficient and productive after taking this rest. You give so much to others that at times like this you become unbalanced. Your inner child yearns for nurturing, and no one is going to give you that loving care but yourself and the angels. So give yourself permission to take much needed time out. Take a much needed time out. Take a nap or go play for a while. It says, please don't delay this guidance. We assure you that your responsibilities will all be met, and you will gather new energy and ideas during your time out. We will also bring you additional earthly help and assist you in delegating work. That's exactly it. That makes sense. With this solitude, some of you need a reset, some of you need to recharge, some of you need a vacation, some of you need adventure, fun, play again. A big reset here is happening for this next 3-month cycle. Sometimes the finality of the reading is what summarizes the whole thing. It's like the cherry on top. It gives us the complete picture. So if you made it to the end here, thank you so much for being here. If the reading resonated in any way, I'd love to hear from you. Sending you so much love at this time. Stay tuned for more readings, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.